Hi everyone, and welcome to a little video that I'm going to be talking about what I now do for a living. And this is one of the reasons why I didn't post anything. I didn't post anything last time, basically, on last Thursday. And I was going to do a video about this today with actually showing it, but I ended up forgetting my camera, which is the best thing that can happen in a situation where you're rushing. But I will probably do it next time. I'm just checking something there. As you can see, I'm on Facebook, and this is on my account. I know I can tell loads of people are just going to try and add me now or something like that. And you can see all my friends. I know that I'm probably going to end up cutting some of this off. But I just wanted to tell you about my new little job. I'm enjoying it so far. It's amazing, and I absolutely love it. It's very energetic. It's very it's very bouncy. It's very how would you say this? It's very different to a normal job. At the end of the day, I do get about 40 quid, so, and you're looking at about an hour in total's work. You can see they've got the costumes there, and they've got a couple more down here as well. And I'm just going to talk to you about this company. It's called Mini Mascots. It's a UK company based where I am in Manchester in the United Kingdom. I now work for these people. It's basically a mascot costume company that goes to birthday parties, essentially, and they sing, they dance, they play, that sort of thing, and I'm just pulling up photos now, so you can see they've done Peppa Pig, they've done Minions, they've done Mickey, Minnie, that sort of thing, but one in particular that I am is this dude. If you don't know this is Marshall from Paw Patrol. I've got to admit, I do like the program. It's okay. It's not bad for a children's program, and to be honest, I've only seen a couple of episodes, but I would like to see more of it. To be honest, I had to basically act like this cutie today. Yes, he is adorable. Not like, I don't want to offend the guys themselves, but a lot of people have said these ones are creepy, which I think they're alright. They're not bad for a low budget company, but it's what you get with stuff like that. But this is obviously Marshall. Marshall is the fire pup. If you guys don't know, if you do, then that's fine. You don't have to listen to me ramble. But this was that was at Christmas, and that was a birthday thing. I didn't know that was even there. But you can see, like, you've got Chase as well, which has been said to be the creepier one, to be honest. Marshall doesn't look too bad, and at some angles he does look okay. Like in this one, he looks like he's, smiling. So this is basically my new job, and it's a very good job. I love it. It's quite weird, honestly. But let me explain it to you. Have you ever had that feeling that when you're an adult, you just don't have much fun anymore? This is the sort of fun that I talk about. I haven't had so much fun. I can't remember the last time I had so much fun at a birthday party. I can't remember it. And I've got brothers and sisters myself. I've been to their birthdays. I've said, that sort of thing. I just can't remember that when I had so much fun. It was honestly like being. Here's the thing with these: you have the excuse to be a child, and you have the excuse to be silly. And that's what's great about it. You can just play into the role and absolutely relax with it, and you can play as much as you can, and that's what it's all about. But it is very difficult with these. I'm just basically going to explain the workings of the costume. Obviously, they don't look as good as the ones made by Disfraces Profesionales Famosos, which is a Peruvian company that are making my version of the costumes. But they don't look bad for a low to medium budget company. There's a few inaccuracies here and there, but I honestly don't mind. It's a costume that I'd be willing to don again, because they actually, their representations, you know, what do you expect? So we basically had a speaker set up, and we had music. And the person who runs it, Jade, I want to thank her, by the way, for everything she's done with this. She's basically given me the job, and like I say, I absolutely love it. There's nothing else in the world quite like it. So I want to thank her for everything she's done regarding that. This basically is there's difficulties with the costumes that, like you get with every costume. You get the odd kid pulling your tail off, and I know Lucy, who was donning Chase today, she got a couple of headbutts apparently from some of the older children, which was a bit weird, because older kids are fucking assholes. When you grow up, you do get that, but I was honestly fine for most of it. I think I kept hitting Lucy a couple of times by accident, not like proper, like a slap or anything, but I kept just sort of like gently whacking her a bit, if that makes any sense. The paw gets sort of hitting her, her cheek, I think, a couple of times. But she wasn't injured or anything, she was fine. But there's a lot of problems. That's one of them. You get the odd kids, and you can't see a thing in these things. You can always see through the mask, so you can always see where you're walking, really. You have to look really high to sort of look down at the kids, because they're almost like, some of them are crotch high, and then some of them are about stomach high. But it is really hard to see them. I was getting loads of hugs today from kids, you know. And by the way, this is not me, this one. This is someone else who donned the costume. I'm just telling you about my experience with this at the moment. What was really hard was we had to do songs that were, shall we say, sung/narrated by Justin Fletcher, or if you don't know him as Justin Fletcher, it's why do I keep thinking Justin Timberlake? It's not Justin Timberlake. It's Mr. Tumble. That's it. That's why I'm thinking Timberlake. It's Mr. Tumble that it's sung/narrated by, and he does. I know what I used to watch him as a kid, and he really does do a good job of his narration/singing /his performances. I made a comment about this some time ago when my brother and sister were kids, when they were properly, dead young, and they used to watch him. Me and Julian were talking about this, and we said he's a brilliant actor. He knows how to work with kids very well. I've been working with kids for about 2 years now, 3 years, and I honestly, I love doing the jobs. I worked with Hyde Fundraisers for 2 years, and that was really nice. If you don't know about that, I will put a link down in the description to my Doctor Who channel, which is everything Doctor Who. All of my Hyde fundraisers are put on there. And next time I do this as well, I do plan to make a video from it. It's just a shame I'd forgotten my camera today. I hadn't packed it. I didn't even think to pack it, to be honest. I'd completely forgotten. And sadly I didn't get any photos on my phone because it's full of full of memory, so. But yeah. The songs were really hard to catch up with because they're pretty fast, and you've got to think, right, all the actions. And then there's some bits you just forget, and you're like, oh, bollocks, I've balls this up. And I was honestly I was having a lot of fun with it, but it's really hard to maintain your concentration in the dances. The ones we had to do were head, shoulders, knees and toes. which is one of the most obvious ones that you would do. And I think that's what they're doing in this one. They're doing the head, shoulders, and knees and toes. And then we also had to do Hokey Cokey. And I've got that stuck in my head now because I've been singing it all day because we heard it. I probably heard it about 5 times today, and I just can't get it out of my head. But there was Hokey Cokey, which is the obvious do 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 do, you know. And then we did, I think, actually we did the Paw Patrol theme tune as well. We danced to that. Basically, when you first come out, they play or Jade, who runs it, plays the Paw Patrol theme on her speaker, which is not. I don't believe it's this one in the background. It might be that one. No, that'll be a venue one. But they might have been playing it through that instead of using her own. But she does bring her own speaker to the events, and she plays everything through her MP3 player or her mobile phone, something like that. And she was playing Paw Patrol through that. Which the cover of it is brilliant. I do like the version they've used, but they play it as soon as you come out, and it's because they'll sort of she'll sort of help lead you out, if that makes any sense. Because when we were doing it, I was being led out, and then she'll sort of rush over to the desk, telling you to interact with the kids, and then she'll play the Paw Patrol theme just about as soon as you get into the room. So that, and then you've just got kids surrounding you while you're trying to get to the middle of this hallway where the birthday party was, or at least where it was for us. It was, like I say, it was enjoyable. There was just the struggles of kids surrounding you and hugging you and things like that, because you don't expect, things like that to sort of come on suddenly. And there was also something else. I ended up getting my foot stamped on. It didn't hurt me. It was a dull stamp. But I could feel it, and it was the shock that just sort of got me, because I didn't expect it. And she does say, please don't stamp on the feet, or something like that. But you get that sort of thing with kids. It's about riding it out and about toleration. I've learned how to tolerate with kids over time. You get the annoying ones, but the thing is, I take things seriously. So when you're in a costume, if I was out in public, if I was in an airport and I heard a kid crying, it would annoy me, and I tried to keep my mouth shut. And I remember last year, we were going on holiday, and I just had to shout at this parents, "Can you shut the kid up?" It was, I was a bit embarrassed afterwards, but that was sort of the thing. The thing is, with me, I can't tolerate kids. But when I play as a character, when I'm in a costume, I sort of switch myself off, and I my personality does not come out. It's the actual character. I've learned how to actually play characters as and tolerate kids as that character. I know a lot of people, it's hard to do that, because there's different ways of doing it. You can, as soon as you put the head on, you can either become that character. It's a bit like acting. You become that character. So it's like, when in Doctor Who, as soon as they put on the bow tie or the hat, they become the Doctor. So it is that's what they feel. They even though it's someone acting, and although it's someone we know that they're acting, they take their job seriously, just like I take my job seriously with this. And toleration is one of the biggest things with this job, and it's about, just like I said, riding it out, letting everything flow and letting everything happen, and then just saying at the end of the day, I did a good job, I tolerated the kids. What more can you ask for? The people I did it for, I think one of them was named Bobby. I can't remember if he was the first or the last one. I believe he was the first one. He absolutely loved it. The second one loved it as well. In fact, the second one, I actually gave him a birthday present of Marshall while I was dressed as Marshall, and he absolutely loved it. He said he loved it more than the actual costume being there, which was a little bit. It was cute, but he loved the appearance of Marshall being at his birthday and that sort of thing. And like I say, I get 40 quid at the end of the day, so cash me up in that any time and I'll be there, you know. Like I say, it's a job I love, and I can't thank Jade enough for getting me into this. It's honestly an honour to do this. It's a proper job, you know. What was I going on? I was going on about the problems. One of the other problems we have is, I mentioned earlier with the dancing, you can't quite keep up with the dancing. I've moved on to different things and I'm just rambling, but with the dancing you can't keep up with some of the things. No, I did mention that, yeah, I talked about that. There's a couple I missed out and you're just like, what, where am I? And there was also about conserving energy that I found with this costume, or both of them actually. You would do it for both of them because they're just like mobile saunas basically. But what I found is when I was doing the hokey cokey, which absolutely killed me at the end of the day, you have to conserve as little energy as possible because it's one of the most... I don't know what went off in my headphones, ow! But you have to conserve as little energy as possible, but you have to do the actions at the same time. So what I found is that when you do the actual hokey cokey move inwards, I found that in costumes like this, in sweltering hot heat, taking one step forward then bending over is actually the best option for it. Although you might, because the kids are constantly right next to you, you might hit them, which I did a couple of times. I did hit a kid a couple of times, not intentionally. Because the hat's very big, it does sort of bounce off their head a little bit. But they weren't hurt or anything. It was fine, you know. But like I say, you do get that. You get problems where the mascots hit them by accident or something. There was one at Disney World where a girl got knocked out by accident, and basically what happened is she'd gotten too close to one of the dancers and he'd elbowed her by accident. So it was, you know, and I've done, when I was working with hide fundraisers, I've had multiple accidents with kids. One of them was when I was turning around inside a Dalek. I had, the plunger had hit a kid's head, but his mother told him off and said, I told you shouldn't have gone near that Dalek. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about this today and sort of tell you why there wasn't a video on Thursday last week. And next time I hope to actually record something, because I that's what I want to get some footage. I want you guys to actually see it and you know, and see how we do things in this profession, you know, that sort of thing. So I thank you for watching. It's like I say, to Jade, if you're listening, it's been an absolute honour, and I'm always happy to work on this again, you know, and work for you. But to everyone out there listening, I definitely recommend you go and follow this company. Mini Mascots it's called. It's honestly one of the most dedicated children's entertaining companies I've ever worked with. And I honestly love working with them. And to those also listening, I shall see you in the next video. I don't think it will be this. I don't think I will be showing this off yet, but when there is the next party, I will definitely record it. I will get it all, well, I won't get it all on camera. We're there for an hour, but I will definitely get everything that I can on camera, and I'll show you all, guys, what it's like to be a children's entertainer. Thank you for listening, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye bye!